We're live.
What's up? What's up? What's up, people? It's another week of the Quest podcast. Got a great show ahead. We want to get this thing started off, so we'll go ahead and get these intros out of the way. First off, we have the smartest man in the group with succinct commentary that's
Oh,
always
we
exemplary.
got we got
Mr. Timidos.
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for that amazing intro, Baines.
No
Make
problem,
me feel
man.
humble.
Next up,
looking forward to the
ahead.
show this week. Got a good one for you.
Yes, sir. Always, always. Next, we have the honest Abe with the huge personality.
we got an echo,
And
guys.
Do we? It's not just your
Pause,
phone.
pause your video.
Yeah, I can hear something.
yeah, I hear a
Keep
little
going
echo
for now.
too.
Yeah. Keep going for now. Continue, Baines.
Yeah, like I said, we have the honest Abe with the huge personality and the giving spirit of the Xbox community, Mr. Onimus.
What's up, guys and gals? Dark Optimus here. Absolutely ecstatic to be here tonight. So it's gonna be awesome tonight.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Next up, we have the young Don with swag that just doesn't he doesn't take any shit. We call him Little Riri. It's Remix.
Thanks for that intro, Baines. A little Riri. And yeah, guys, real excited to have a good show. Go ahead. I see you're in the chat, Sirius. Tell us if you hear an echo or not. And yeah, real excited for this show and can't wait to get on into things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let's just go ahead and kick things off with what we've been playing this week. I'll start off with Timidos.
This week, I've been working my way through some of the old Resident Evil games. I've been playing Resident Evil, the remake. Thanks to Iceman for talking me into getting that. That game's amazing. And I've been playing some Resident Evil 4. And of course, some Gears of War 4. And I've been playing Sniper Elite 4 over the last couple of days with remakes. A lot of 4s there.
Yeah.
A lot of forward. All right, what you been playing, Onimus?
Oh man, what have I been playing? I've been playing a little bit of Neo here and there. I've also 4. It's pretty good. I'm liking it. It's a lot of fun. Haven't really been playing other games as of late. I do want to jump into Mass Effect 2 and 3 again. I'm not gonna go through 1 because what's the point? Go through all that again? I don't think I can. So I'm gonna try to jump into 2 and 3. So yeah.
All right, remakes. What you got for us?
Yeah, I've been playing some Siege as well as some Gears, and of course, as Tim said, we've been playing some Sniper Elite. Also, Baines, thank you for calling me a Riri, because now Frodo's going to be calling me that whenever we're in parties together. He just said in the chat. But yeah, just
Glad to
that's pretty
accommodate.
much all I've been playing. Quite a bit of Sniper Elite. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. But we'll get on into that later. So yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Yes,
And
yes,
there's the
yes,
lovely
yes,
Luca.
yes, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more. You know, she's just sliding into to the group, and also she's a permanent member.
Slipping in those
She's-
DMs.
She's a permanent member now. Won't you guys go ahead and welcome Luca?
Hey, what's going on? I'm on my phone, guys, so I can't participate in the chat like I normally do, but love all of you. What's up?
Nice.
Thanks for joining us, Luca.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Well, we what we're doing now is just going over what we've been playing for the week. So, why don't you go ahead and let them know what you've been playing, Luca?
Yeah, man, I've been playing that Neho, whatever the fuck, however you pronounce that shit. I'm addicted to it, you know. I was playing it this morning. I was level grinding, fighting like random player spirits and just collecting gear. That game is amazing. I love it. And that's about it.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is. It's a real good game.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go into what I've been playing. I started Neo today.
Nice.
Loving it so far. I played some For Honor multiplayer. Love that. Um, and most of the week I've been playing Resident Evil 7, and I finished it. And I have to say, that's a great. Capcom did a great job with that game.
Oh, it's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
they had no
really
choice.
good.
They had to step it up after 6.
They really
Outrage.
did, and they did a good job.
It's good.
In
Fox
fact,
says hi, Luca.
Hi, 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 hi.
in fact, that's going to step right into our next topic. It's Resident Evil 7 has made back its development costs. What do you guys think about that?
Hey, good for them, man.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I haven't played it yet, but the game has gotten. I think it's good because there's a lot of iffiness. People weren't too sure about the game, but it got a lot of buzz. People really enjoyed it, and it was kind of like the hit of the month. So, good for them. It's cool to see a game do well. Love seeing games do well. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. That game is amazing. And it's good to see so many people getting on board with it. And the better this game does, the more likely we'll get more Resident Evil games that are actually scary and back to the horror. Yeah, because of this game, I've been playing the old ones, and those are fucking awesome.
Yeah, definitely. For it to make that much money is pretty impressive, especially since it's a title that people were kind of iffy about. They thought, oh, it's probably going to be like PT, or it's going to be like, Silent Hills and stuff like that. And they're like, I don't know. They were kind of like thrown back by it, and everybody didn't think it was going to be a good game. And then comes out, it blows everybody out of the water.
That demo just doesn't do it justice.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. That demo was actually, the funny thing is the demo actually turned me off, and I was all like, but then I started hearing people say, well, the demo is completely different from the actual game, and I was all like, all right, well, I'll pick up the game and see what it's like. And man, I just fell in love with it. It was just so good. Just everything about it was really good. And so for them to make that money back definitely is a good thing for sure. And it's good for the community. It's good for gamers too, because it makes them make more games like that. So that's good.
Yeah, that's the main thing. That with it doing so good, they'll be able to go back and bring us another good title like this. Now, a question that I do have for you guys: would you guys rather it stay in first person or go back to third?
I'd rather have it stay in first person. Now that I've played Resident Evil 7, I think that first person aspect is perfect for what they were doing, what they were trying to do. So I think them sticking to that will be absolutely awesome. If they go back to third person, I hope it's like Resident Evil 4 or something like that. But
I didn't. Resident Evil 4 is awesome, but I'm not a fan of how it plays, the camera. And it's just really clunky. It's an awesome game, but if they go back to, I would like to see them do another fixed camera game, because I've been playing Resident Evil 1 and that one's amazing. But I guess we've got the Resident Evil 2 remake for that, so yeah, stick with first person if you're gonna do a manual aiming type thing.
Yeah, I was really digging the first person because it seems like you were more immersed into the atmosphere, and it lended itself better to the jump scares that came into the game. I don't think I've jumped from playing a game like that. I can't tell you when the last time I did that. So
if you haven't played the remake of the first one, go back and play that. The fixed camera angles, add like so much tension to the game. Like it makes it feel like you're almost watching a movie of the game.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
of, like the like the camera angles are very, I don't know what's the word. They're very like they're put there on purpose to make you like see that particular angle, similar to how a horror movie would be.
right. And with that, the visuals as well in 7, it makes it feel very realistic. Just by the way, the power of the consoles now being able to push graphics to a new height, that it makes it look a lot better and makes it look more realistic. And there was times where I actually felt like I was actually in the game getting chased by by shit. So
Yeah, I know, right?
definitely an awesome game. And it's good to see them succeed for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, speaking of games, just in general, with this topic, PlayStation Now is being discontinued from all devices except for PS4 and PC. That means they're getting rid of Sony TVs. They're getting rid of Samsung TVs. No more Vita. And PlayStation Now is a streaming service, kind of like their comparison to backwards compatibility for Xbox, which it really doesn't compare.
Really
But what do you
doesn't.
guys think about that?
It must be costing them too much money to keep them on those other systems, and like it can't be like it's probably like it's obviously doing well on the PlayStation 4 and the PC, so they're going to keep it there. But it's obviously not making them enough money on the other systems.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of a bummer, but at the same time, PC and PS4 is where people are gonna be using PlayStation Now most often, and maybe they can make it a little better if they're just focused on both those platforms, So, yeah, so I didn't really know what all else it was on. So it's just could be built into like TVs or on the Vita.
Yeah, it was. You could get it in Samsung TVs, Sony TVs, and then the Vita were your other ways of accessing it. And they just added PC here.
I think there was
Yeah, like-
also a like an Apple TV type device that you could also do it on.
Yeah, there was their own PlayStation TV device. I don't know if that's still going to stick to that, if it's actually going to stay on that device, but I know the reason is because they're bringing PlayStation 4 games to the PlayStation Now, and that's why they don't. That's the main reason why they are taking it off of the TVs and things like that, because they want people
Try
to
and get people into the PlayStation 4 market.
Right. I mean, it makes sense. It's a good business practice to take it off of the TVs and other devices, because now it drives people to go and buy a PS4 or something like that. And so it's a good business practice by them. I don't think any of us probably will be using it at all because it's expensive as shit to use that service.
It also requires a lot of bandwidth to be able to use reliably.
Exactly. So I mean, good for them that they're gonna take it off, but sucks for everybody else who wanted to play like Uncharted, things like that. That kind of sucks. But I mean, get with the times, people.
I'm pretty sure most people have a PC. All you need is to be able to get the app or whatever. I don't know, but most people probably could still access the app if they wanted to play it. I was kind of, my thought process went kind of along with yours, Artemis. I think they were getting ready to put some PS4, maybe the older PS4 titles that came out in the beginning of the generation. Maybe they're getting ready to start to implement those into PlayStation Now. So
Yeah.
instead of having to update all these other systems to maybe, you know, be able to run the game. I don't know.
Mhm.
Exactly. I mean, what's the point in keeping it on the other systems if they're if it's PS4 games, like.
Right.
Well, plus like
But-
PlayStation and PC, those are actual like gaming platforms centered around that. Just it being a part of like an app on a TV or something of that nature. That's not a platform meant for gaming, and these are. So I mean, it kind of just makes more sense, I feel.
Yeah, it does because I mean, they need to, have it so that they can generate more people to buy PlayStation now. Because if they bring it in, like Uncharted 4 or something like that someday, it's like, oh shit, I didn't get to try that out, but now I can do like a 7-day trial or something like that, or 14-day trial, and try it out and see if I like it, basically. So that's a good thing. But I mean, then like I said before, who's going to be using PlayStation now, to be honest?
Yeah.
And maybe the analytics were also telling them that people weren't really using it on those other devices.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I don't know anybody
Well, I think it's
who's
just
using it on their TV. I mean, except for maybe, a couple people in the community might be using it on their TV
Yeah,
just if they don't have a PS4 or whatever. So
If it was still like if they were getting a lot of use from like the TVs and the PS Vita, they may have kept it and just not allowed the PS4 games to be played on it. But if they're discontinuing it, then it obviously wasn't doing well enough to warrant the continuation of it.
yeah.
Right. All right. Well, Luke, you got anything to add?
It makes sense that they're limiting the devices that can use it. Honestly, I think if you're a gamer and you really wanted to play the games that they're going to be offering, you would have already played them on your PlayStation. Like you would have gotten a PlayStation or you would have gotten some way to play the game. So I'm not really sure, like who's like who's using PlayStation now? Who's actually using that? I used
Yeah.
it for like a quick trial and I played the first BioShock on it for a couple of minutes. I was like, oh, this works really well. It's really nice, but this shit's expensive.
Yeah, it's like
So-
$20 a month, isn't it? Which is what I was gonna say. It's
And
pricey.
the games on there aren't worth it in my opinion. So
Yeah, that's been their main issue with the thing is pricing. If they were to somehow lump it into maybe a premium, just lump it into the plus, what subscription?
Lump it into the
That was
what?
the word I was looking
add
for.
it as
Lump
a
it into
benefit
the
for
PS Plus.
PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
that subscription, and then add a premium. Say like you can get PS Plus with PS Now for a premium price, so like $79, for the year, versus just the regular subscription for I think it's $59 now.
like a PlayStation Plus
$59
Plus.
a year. Yeah, exactly. If they did something like that, maybe more people would get it.
I mean, you guys hear what you're talking about? I mean, that's gonna raise the prices of PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
That's gonna skyrocket.
Well, there'd be more than one version.
Right. You would have two
but I mean
versions.
There'd be a
that's
plus and a
but that's
plus
you
the
would
thing.
give people a sure. You would give.
I
give
mean,
people a choice.
honestly, yeah.
People
it
made a
would kinda
big
outrage
deal.
people because
People
they
made
want
a-
the most premium thing. But yeah.
People made a big deal about it going to fucking $60.
But you
Okay,
would still
for
have
PlayStation
your base
Listen,
subscription for $60.
Listen. I think if anything, it should just be an added benefit. The price shouldn't go up at all. That's what I think personally, because the fucking games that they're offering are not worth the price point. That's just my opinion. So if they were to add it to just a benefit for PlayStation Plus, just don't raise the price. It's that simple.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of a way to kind of meet in the middle for PlayStation Plus the consumer, but for really, in all actuality, when you really think about the service in general, most people that have a PS3, a PS4 may have had a PS3, and they have a lot of these games. So you're really asking them to pay twice
Exactly.
for it.
Exactly.
So
But still, they're a business, so they're gonna try to gouge us as much as they can. So
Yeah.
they're gonna probably, if they do that, which they won't, if they ever do, they're gonna definitely get the money out of it. So it's probably gonna hike it up to like 100, maybe even 120.
Yeah, man.
So-
No way, that wouldn't happen.
No, I don't think they could do
for
that.
for that service, are you kidding me? It would never
Nobody
go up
could
to
do that
100
at
or
all.
100.
Yeah, plus it wouldn't go up to 120 because
Well, if they're adding
They-
PlayStation 4 games, it would.
okay, but if right now it's $20 a month, so if they made it, I guess that's not a monthly fee, huh? The $60. Yeah, okay, yeah, I could see.
Yeah.
It's a yearly.
Yeah. In order for it to be enticing for gamers, it would have to be, like I said, it would have
It'd
to
have to
be.
be lower,
You pay, you pay $59. I think this subscription is $59 now. They would have to charge maybe $79, $99 for a year subscription, including PS Now. So
Oh ho ho! Look at what we have here.
look who just entered the room.
Oh shit! It's CKB, baby. CKB.
What's up,
Governor.
GKB, bro?
What's up, everybody?
What's
My
going
brother
on,
from
man?
Another mother.
Glad you could join us.
My bro from another hoe. What's going on, man?
Nice, Luca.
Yeah, thanks
So what
for
are we talking
joining.
about, guys? Yeah,
I'm
problem.
glad
guys.
you could join us, man. Right now, what we're talking about is PlayStation Now
Nice.
discontinuing their servers from the devices like the Vita and the Sony TVs and Samsung TVs. What you think about that, GKB?
I think it's probably smart for Sony, honestly, like to eliminate some of the platforms, make the other two platforms better. They're trying to push that service. It does cost a pretty penny for people. I don't know if people are ready to be on board for like streaming right now. I mean, you've seen with like people going with digital and stuff like that. They're like, no, I want to be physical. And it's the same thing here with like streaming services and stuff. People just are very tied to their games and they want to be like, it's mine kind of thing. Right. So I don't know. It's going to be a hard service for them. I think eventually years down the road, it's probably going to be that. I don't know if we'll have physical boxes at that point, but they're doing everything they can. I mean, to go ahead and get that service going, and that's fine. I just don't think people are on board with it right now.
Well, yeah, I'm not on board with it, so.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think
we got
anyone's on board with it.
and you got like services like GameFly and all that kind of stuff, which is way cheaper to go ahead and get games and keep them for as long as you want to and stuff like that. So when you got services like that, it's really just not really a point to have it for people right now.
Yeah, they need to like do a free weekend or something.
Yeah, agreed. Like showing everybody, like, hey, this is what you can get, and this, that, and the other. But I think pricing, like, they could do whatever they want, but I think pricing always comes down to it. I mean, just same with consoles. Like, when you start like putting out like $500 or $600 consoles, and the price is just way too high, it's the value for the consumers, right? So that's always a big deal. So I think they have to work on that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And if you didn't know, GKB, Luca is now a permanent guest on the show.
Oh, nice! Congratulations, Luca.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Are we gonna see the lamb tonight, Luca?
See the lamb every night.
I know, right?
Hey, GKB, since I got you here,
Yeah, man.
I do want to go back a little bit and try to get your thoughts on Resident Evil 7. Have you heard that they've already met their development cost?
Yes, I did, and that's fantastic for them. I was kind of like on like the fence with it when it first came out because I was like, oh man, I love the third person, Resident Evils. I was a big fan of 4. It's probably my favorite one of all time. And then Resident Evil 7 came out and pretty much like kicked me in the teeth and was like, holy cow, I love this. It was super fantastic. My second favorite now because just nothing will beat 4 for me. But yeah, I super enjoyed it. And it makes sense. Like, look how well they went ahead and like made this first person thing and reinvented Resident Evil and stuff. And I don't know how much like they really put into the game, but I'm super happy that they made their money back within like the first day or first week or whatever.
Would you rather them stick with the first person, or would you rather them go back to the third
After
person?
I mean, before I played the game, I was like, nah, third person. But after playing it, absolutely keep it that way. I'd like to see more side story stuff like that. I'm really interested to see where the story's going to go now, especially after the ending. I won't spoil it for anybody, but I'm
Right.
super stoked for it.
Yeah, I think it was just so immersive with that first person view.
And Mia was crazy as shit in that game, bro. She like cut my hand off. I was like, what the hell?
I know, right?
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
sitting there, and all of a sudden she cuts your hand off. You're like, what the fuck?
And then they staple it back on. And it's like, it works now. That's cool.
You know, that's the thing with, you know, Japanese developers. They always come up with something that's crazy and out there that makes it kind of a fun thing. So I mean, that was kind of cool that they did something like that.
Yeah, that moment wouldn't have worked as well in third person.
No, not at all.
That's true.
It would have. People would have been like, "What the hell just happened?" You know. For sure.
Yeah. Speaking of first person, I know a lot of people probably played Payday 2. I really didn't get into it. But there's been news out there that's saying that Payday 3 is now in production. What do you guys think about that?
Dude, freaking the Payday developers, they're freaking garbage, bro. Like they don't they don't respect the console gamers at all. All they do is just sit there and say, "Oh, well, if you don't have a PC, then you're a fucking piece of shit." And it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go out and buy your games. So there you go. I never played Payday. I never played Payday 2, and I'm not gonna play Payday 3, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, Tim was saying before the show that they only updated it on like Payday 2, I think it was. Only updated it like once on 360, then put it on Xbox One, and only updated it once over there when the PC has had loads of updates on it. And I don't know, it's just not really. So that's pretty shitty of them, and it's also just not really a game I have much interest in. There was a point when I almost picked it up on a sale, but I was like, nah. So.
Yeah, I don't even know what Payday is. So.
It's a cooperative, I think, 4-player co-op game where you basically perform heists on, like, at the beginning, I think it's just like stores, like jewelry stores and other things like that. But eventually you work your way up to banks and...
Oh, I'm falling asleep already. Who cares about that?
Oh, shoot.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't been a big fan of the Payday series either. I think I tried like one a while back and never really got into it and never really played any of them since then. So I probably won't be interested in 3 unless they do something crazy to get me on board. I'm probably just not going to pass. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a couple of, playthroughs on Twitch. It just looks like trash to me. I never tried to play it myself. It's just, I mean, something about it just made me stay away. I've seen it a couple of times on sales also. Thought about picking it up like remix, but then I was like, nah, I'm good on that.
I mean, good for them for making it to 3 paydays, but at the end of the day, you don't respect the console gamers, so I'm not gonna buy your product. Simple as that.
That's what it comes down to. Like a lot of like devs and stuff have been kind of doing that lately. They're kind of like putting their foot in their mouth and saying this or that about like platforms and stuff. And I just don't understand it. Like you as a developer and it's a business at the end of the day, right? Trying to build this game and sell it to as many people as you want. Why would you do that to like sacrifice all these sales and stuff that are potential sales for one platform or another? It just doesn't make any sense.
Because they're stupid, GKB.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would think though, like these guys learn how to code and go to school and do all this kind of things, they would have some semblance of a brain. But
nah, man. Like I've noticed that the people who are most educated are the ones who lack common sense. And it's, with those sniper, ghost, suck my dick warriors, whatever, with those guys,
oh, shit.
Like obviously, you could tell that they don't like green. And it's stupid because green is the color of money. So they should know better. All these developers should know better. And the fact that they let personal prejudice come in the way of business is ridiculous to me. They need a
agree.
better,
Yeah.
like a lot of these devs, they just need a PR team or something. Like they just should not be allowed to talk at all because they're idiots.
Yeah, I agree with the personal prejudice. It's not if you have your prejudice and you're not objective when you're making games and selling games, then you're just not going to sell as many games. It's not good business sense. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like developers can have like a preference, like if they like, PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever the hell it is. Like, I don't really care that. Just don't be professional and just don't show that on the outside. Just keep that in while you're doing
make it
these
seem
games and
like
stuff.
you care about all the platforms.
Exactly. I mean, that's what it all comes down to, and you're gonna get gamers on board, and that's the big thing. And the biggest thing with the community, like with gamers and stuff too, is like once you burn that bridge, it is fucking entirely too hard to get that back because people will remember that shit forever. I mean, same with like
Titanfall 2.
Sniper. Yeah, Titanfall 2, Sniper, Ghost Warrior 2. They did the same like bullshit PR thing. Well, they called it PR thing. I think, Microsoft went over there and smacked them in the face and bounced their heads off a couple of desks and stuff. And then they were like, oh, yeah, it was just a PR stunt, guys. Sorry, my bad. No, not really.
Yeah, it's fine if they have like a marketing deal or whatever, because obviously that company is paying more for
The content and stuff, yeah.
for
Right.
rights and that.
But you shouldn't.
when
you
You shouldn't
shit
just
on
do it
the-
just because.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't got any like monetary like funding from the one system, don't go and like shit on the other systems.
Exactly.
Mhm. Well, speaking on the subject of personal prejudices, obviously the developers of Injustice 2 don't have a prejudice at all. They're actually pushing the game to mobile. We know Injustice 1 was on the mobile market. So what are you guys' thoughts on this?
Injustice 1 on mobile was a very different game than what it was on the everything else. It was, but it worked. It was a decent mobile game for a fighter. Like it was very simple, but it worked, and like it had all those like mobile tropes. Like it had microtransactions and that you had to unlock the fighters with cards and that. But you could do all that like just by playing the game.
Yeah, they also had like a bunch of unlockable, like the skins and stuff for the Injustice, like console or PC and stuff too, that you had to unlock, which made me play the app. I was like, oh my god, I need this freaking suit, so let's go ahead. And I'm sure they're probably going to do something similar here, like unlocking, some legendary gear or whatever for your characters and stuff, which is cool. I mean, it's going to get more people on a platform playing a different kind of game to help out maybe playing their console version or PC version or whatever. So that's cool. I mean, they're probably going to make a shit ton of money off of it.
Yeah.
That's great. It's great marketing.
Absolutely.
For sure. I think them adding, because I mean the first one was a mobile game as well, so them to do it for the second one is pretty good. Because I mean, I actually really liked the mobile Injustice, the first one. So because you get like special things, that you can use in the actual real game. So it was kind of cool that you could do that, and I actually really like the swiping of the combos and things like that, and just like building up characters and like just doing different things. It's kind of a cool mobile game to just play and for a few minutes, and then when you're on a train or if you're on a bus or whatever, or you're just at work, have nothing to do, just pull out your phone, play that game for a little while, and then get back to whatever you're doing. I think that for them to do that for this time around is a good thing. It's good for the gamers out there, especially. And I'm excited for Injustice 2, man. It's gonna be so sick. I cannot wait for that.
Same here,
so
man.
awesome.
Yeah, I think like the app is cool and all, but I'll probably download it. I'll play it for a couple of days, and personally, I'm just probably gonna toss it to the side after that. I think it's good for them and stuff, and people will be into it, but I probably won't really play it that much. I'll just give it a look and be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it's there for. It's there so you like it. If it's like the first one, it'll be a free download, so it'll get people in to look at the game and see if they kind of like it, and almost like a mobile demo.
Yeah,
Have they showed
Like a
anything of it?
primer
Or
for
just
the
talking about
console version.
it? Have they shown anything about it, or are they just kind of rumored that the app's going to be coming?
I haven't seen anything.
I'm wondering if they're
seen
just going to
anything
do. I wonder if they're just going to do something like they did with the first one, but with Injustice 2, it's very gear orientated. So I could definitely see them doing this app to be like unlocking certain sets and this, that, and the other. So they'll probably have like microtransactions and stuff in the app to keep you playing to get those gears. And if people take off with that whole gear thing from the console or PC versions or whatever, I could definitely see people just going bananas on there to unlock sets and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it'll keep people in the game even when they're on the go.
In their ecosystem, spending that money.
Exactly.
And,
that's the main thing is keeping them in the ecosystem, and then people, like we said, kind of just to get kind of a primer out there for the console version of the game. It's always because everybody has a phone now, especially like an iPhone or any type of Android device. If you got it right there, you can look it up, and you can actually start to play it for free. That kind of whets your appetite for the console version of the game.
Plus, it also keeps people from trying to get these microtransactions and stuff like that. And I think that's a good thing for the industry. And that, especially with so nowadays, there's just so many day one microtransactions that it's frustrating because it's like, well, I just bought a $60 fucking game. Why am I gonna buy another $10 freaking pack to make my character look different? It's just like that's stupid. I think that's so dumb. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what they're doing is good, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm not excited. I'm not with the injustice of the fighting games, but I think it's good for you guys who are excited.
So you're not a fighter fan, or are you just not a fighter Injustice?
Well, I guess not this type of fighter because we'll talk later on about another type of fighter, but this type, the Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, it's just not my thing,
All right, yeah.
But moving on to something that may be my thing.
Don't tell me you like that trash Tekken, dude.
No, I'm straight. Nier Automata had 25 minutes of gameplay. Did anybody check that out?
Oh, dude, it looks so fucking God, dude. It looks empty. It looks like it's an empty game. Like I started watching it and I was all like, really? Like, is this what it's gonna be like? I mean, it's definitely an RPG, but it just looked empty as hell, dude. I was like, damn, they could have done so much. Like, The Witcher 3, games like that. Those games, like, flourish because they had so much going on in the world, and it brought you in, and I think that's what's really going to turn people towards Mass Effect and things like that. Besides this game, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was empty, but at the same time, humans have evacuated the Earth, and
oh my god,
now live on the moon. They've been driven out by robots, bro. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little emptier. But yeah, they probably could have done more, but at the same time, there's supposed to be a wasteland feel to it. I mean, so I'm not really bothered by that as much. But the actual fighting and gameplay and exploration and everything, I was into it. I want to pick up.
There's ways to make a wasteland filled, not just like buildings that you can't go into with plants growing over them. That's just lazy.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, is it me, or does it seem like everybody's trying to like copy each other with these RPGs nowadays? Because like, with Nier Automata, you can actually like ride a moose, and then like in Horizon Zero Dawn, you can ride a fucking like bull mechanic thing. Like, I'm all like, really? Are they just like trying to copy each other. I mean, the combat looks cool in Nier Automata, but it just the gameplay turned me off, and I was like, damn, dude, this game could have been freaking like awesome. Because I mean, especially since we're not going to get scale bound from them now, and you know, this is the game that they should have just like, you know, said, hey, we're gonna freaking, you know, make it our year this year, and it's not happening. I don't see it happening at all.
Yeah, where did those stolen funds go, huh?
Yeah, it went to that game, dude. I guarantee it. I guarantee it went to that game.
Yeah, but not very far, I suppose. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably pick it up at some point on a sale. I'm just not going to pick it up right now because there's so many games coming out, and like Ghost Recon, Mass Effect, Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to play all those over this game. But I'm still interested in it. I'll still give it a look at some point. So,
yeah.
What about you, GKB? Did you get to catch any of that gameplay, or have you seen anything about the game? GKB?
Oh yeah, he's probably sleeping.
He's AFK.
Yeah, he fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Well, we know you do that a lot, Luca. You fall asleep a lot.
Well, I'm gonna come out on the other end of the spectrum. I'm over with remakes. I'm gonna go ahead and get the game. The demo impressed me so much that it really had me excited for the game. I like the combat, and as far as we saw in the 25 minutes of gameplay, the combat is even more expansive than I thought it was. And like Remix was saying, this is supposed to be a wasteland, so I don't expect too many people to be in the wasteland besides these bots that you're supposed to be fighting. But the demo just got me so interested in the story between the two bots, the two androids. I'm sorry, that I wanted to see how that gets fleshed out in the main game. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know if it'll be a day one purchase because it's just so much coming out within that window. I'll probably just wait for a sale or something, but it's something that I'll definitely be looking to pick up later on down the road.
That's cool.
I think GKB just came back in.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen anything about the Nier Automata gameplay or?
Yeah, I played the demo on the PS4, man. I played a good bit. It's cool, man. Like, it's interesting. It's kind of funny, like, you know, everybody left the planet and they send a robot down to destroy other robots' houses. Like, it's kind of funny. I thought the gameplay was pretty cool. My biggest complaint about the whole thing when I was playing the demo is I just didn't like, you're in this 3D world, and then all of a sudden they would switch the camera on you to do like this 2D thing, and then it would be like a top-down kind of view. And I thought it was just too jarring for me, especially I love the mechanics of it, like jumping around and shooting and, you know, using your the sword and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was really fun and fantastic. I love that frantic gameplay, but it kind of broke it up to me every time it kept changing these views and stuff. I don't really mind the world, like, from what I played. I mean, yeah, it was like this barren, like, you know, industrial little place, but maybe they'll go in some other places that'll probably look cool too. But I'd probably pick it up at some point. I'd probably wait for a sale though. It's not something I'm gonna drop like $60 on or anything like that. So.
Yeah,
right. Well, from the gameplay, it looked like there wasn't really too many camera aspects like that where, you know, it was top down or side scrolling. So it didn't look like it was too much like that.
Yeah, like all the gameplay they always show, it's like always the 3D environment. But then when you play the demo, you'll definitely see where it does that stuff. And I'm just like, well, why don't you show that too? And there's probably a good reason, like, because it's jarring to me. I couldn't stand it.
They did show it in the gameplay. But was it just me, or did that ship that they were on, did it look like something from straight out of Star Wars? I'm just saying. It looked like it was straight stolen from Star Wars. I was just like, what?
I mean,
what are you guys doing?
That's like game design these days. Like, everybody just kind of like rips off everybody else kind of thing. Like, they saw the new Star Wars movie, so they're going to base, you know, a lot of their stuff off that movie and this, that, and the other. It's just whatever's hot right now kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. You see it at all, Luca?
Yeah, I watched some of the gameplay. That shit looks boring as fuck. But you know, if you're excited to play it, then good for you. You know, I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Shoot, Luca.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Luca. That I had to stop watching that trailer. It almost put me to sleep.
Yeah, it was funny. He was all like, "Can I watch the Prey trailer?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, you go ahead." Oh shoot, it was funny.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to let y'all know how that one is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let us know, man.
Yeah, I'll get
It's
around to
supposed
it.
to be an open world, but like apparently all the humans are gone in that. And it's a wasteland. Like, what are you going to encounter in this world? Like,
There's other
Are you gonna-
androids.
There's a bunch of robots. Like there's big
They're
bosses.
robots, yeah.
yeah, but androids
Fighting
aren't
robots.
like particularly exciting. They're all just programmed to do whatever they do.
You know, the game seems like very flat in terms of like, you know, textures and stuff, and you know, trees look more flat, things like that, like from the gameplay. And I was all like, you know, you look at games like The Witcher and Horizon Zero Dawn, you see those two games, and you're like,
These games have different budgets. though.
Right. True, that's true. But I mean, you look at those games, and you're like, well, why can't Platinum Games do that with this game, since they pretty much, you know, have the money to do that? They really do. I mean, they make so much money a year, you know, off of a lot of the games that they make. So, I mean,
Which is why I think the game is worth playing, just not worth $60.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
But that's pretty much where I stand. Me and Baines, GKB, we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big Platinum
Well,
Games
good luck,
fan.
you
Like,
guys.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't usually get their games like day one. I usually wait for a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially how things go on sale so fast nowadays. It'll go on fast real quick. It'll go on
Yeah.
sale real fast.
Wait a couple weeks, you get it for like $40 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like their best games, like the Bayonetta series, like I've started those, but they just haven't hooked me in. So yeah, I won't be picking this up.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to something that I know has hooked you in, Tim. We're gonna talk about Sniper Elite 4.
Oh snap!
So, Tim, I'll let you start this out. What do you think about the game so
I
far?
was gonna say hasn't hooked me in.
Damn.
The gameplay is really fun. The story and the voice acting and all that, not the
fucking
best.
horrible.
Got it. Yeah, me and Remix have been playing it in co-op, and there was one point, like it was like a serious story point, and Remix just burst out laughing.
Just thinking of it, I laugh.
It was just like the voice acting in that was just so ridiculous that it just wasn't believable at all.
Yeah. You know what made me actually buy the game was watching She-Wolf's live stream on Gamer Knows Best YouTube channel. That right there got me invested into buying the game, because I was like, ooh, that looks, interesting. Because I never played any of the other Sniper Elite games. And I picked it up, and I'm actually really liking it. It's actually a lot of fun. The story is not there. I'll agree with you guys on that there's no story. You can just kind of run through it without a story. I really like the kill animations. Those are great. I still get really excited when I get a testicle shot or an intestine shot or something like that.
Yeah. Hold up, before we go any further, Frodo just dropped a code in chat. Everybody should.
Oh shit!
Yeah, thanks to Frodo for doing that.
Yeah, thanks, Frodo.
Thank you, Frodo.
Frodo. Appreciate that.
It's awesome,
My boy.
man. But yeah, I mean, the game, I'm really liking it. I absolutely want to play more of the game, so that is a good sign. Usually, there's times where I'll pick up a game and I'm all like, yeah, I'll wait a little bit longer to finish this game or whatever. And this one is like, oh, okay, I kind of want to go through it all and play it. It's fun, but I haven't played it co-op, so I want to run through it with somebody.
It is amazing. It's an awesome game, but if you're in it for the story, it's not for you.
Yeah, I love the gameplay. I love the environments and everything. But as Tim said, yeah, barely any story. And it's not a very long game either. Tim and I, we beat it in 2 days. And that's during the week, when we have other crap going on. So not a very lengthy game either. To like the average consumer, I would suggest picking it up, but on a sale, just because that depth isn't there. But I thoroughly enjoyed the game myself.
I think I spent $60 on it, and I think it was worth the 60 to me. I'm enjoying it, so I think that's really all that matters, right? If you enjoy it, then
value's all it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a huge Sniper Elite fan. I've played them all. I thought 3 was fantastic, and then 4 comes out, and I think 4 was even better than 3. I agree. I don't get into Sniper Elite games for the story. I mean, it's soldier kill Nazis kind of thing. That's really all that there is to it. Yeah. But I enjoy the game for the gameplay itself. Being able to, and especially in this one, it's bigger maps, bigger world areas like sandboxes to get into, and you can really, dial into where you want to go and get the objectives on any way you can, and I thought that's fantastic. I like the kill cams and all that kind of stuff too. I think the gameplay is fantastic. It's way more polished than 3. It's still a bit buggy here and there, some weird loading things, and when you get into the cutscene stuff, weird eye things would happen and just kind of jarring. But again, I don't play these games for the story. I play them just for the gameplay itself. To me, I also thought it was worth every bit of $60 for me.
Plus, it's a camper's dream.
That's true, man. You do just hide, just snipe everything.
I'm still salty about last weekend, man.
Or you can play the multiplayer like She-Wolf. I was watching her stream playing the multiplayer, and she literally did not shoot anybody. She just ran around and stabbed her.
Yeah.
I'm what the fuck is this?
And we're playing Distance King, and she was stabbing people. Yeah. She got so mad when I killed her. I didn't even know it was her. She was like, "Stop targeting me." I'm like, "I'm just shooting people." But
what you think, Luke?
Yeah, I want to play some more of the co-op modes, some more of the multiplayer modes, because I've pretty much just been in the campaign for the most part. Just has a little bit of the TDM and stuff that I've played. So.
Hey, Luca, after the show, check your DM.
Oh, okay.
Got any thoughts on Sniper Elite, Luca?
Sent you something, so.
No, I'm not into it. I'm not interested in it personally, but it does look really good. So I hope people who are into that series are enjoying it / have enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's about where I am with it. The game looks good. I'm just not into the sneaking around, sniping, and the kill cam looks good, I guess, but the story, there's no story there.
And man, you were hurting my soul tonight, bro. You don't like Justice, man. You don't like Sniper Elite, bro. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, man. I need a little bit. Just give me a little bit of meat. And Frodo wrote in the chat. He said you could find some collectibles or something, and you could piece more of the deeper story together. That's cool. But then that's kind of like Destiny. I gotta go read Grim cards to piece the story together.
That's completely different.
No, I mean, if you're talking about piecing the story together, that's my basic, point. I just don't want to do that. Now I have part 3, so who knows? I may go back and play that one day. When I don't really have anything to do, maybe, and then maybe I'll like that one and then pick up 4, but it'll be a deep sale by then. But I'm just not. Yeah. I'm not into it.
It's the game it's just a bit of fun. That's all it is, and that's what games are about. Just having fun.
Yeah.
Entertained.
True.
Yeah, my game's been miserable, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh shit!
I mean, I like that. I'm on that Dark Souls life too. I like to be fucking destroyed, but
yeah.
You like getting fucking raped by every fucking thing that comes at you?
Pretty much.
That's great.
Good time.
Well, speaking of being entertained, we all were entertained with a lot of Prey gameplay this week.
We got an hour.
I want to get you guys' thoughts on what you saw on Prey so far. How does it make you feel about the game?
It looks fantastic. That's my opinion.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's all you have.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I think the game looks awesome. I'm more excited for it than I was when they announced it. They kind of didn't, really show off much of what the game's going to do. It does definitely remind me of BioShock and Dishonored in a
Yep.
way, and
Yep.
I like that. So I'm definitely going to probably pick this one up. It's definitely up my alley with survival horror meets BioShock meets Dishonored. It's kind of like all these games rolled into one, and I really like that. I think it's going to be a really good, true to form, I guess, in a way, or a new take on the Prey series. Because I mean, the first Prey didn't do so well. I mean, they were going to make a Prey 2, and then that got canceled. So I mean, for them to go and completely in a different direction with this one, it's absolutely going to be probably pretty good.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're pretty different concepts. Like one's on like the originally it was like I didn't play any of the games, but like on a Native American reservation and aliens and stuff. I don't know, but this is kind of a reboot and taking it a whole new direction. But the gameplay definitely, I was already interested in the game. I like the concept they were going for, and this gameplay just reinforced that. I'm pretty excited for the game. I think I'll enjoy it, and some of the things you can do in the game are just cool. I didn't quite finish watching all the gameplay. I think I still have like 15 minutes left to watch, but yeah, it was definitely awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch all of the hour of it, but I skimmed through, and it looks interesting, but I'm not sure about it. To me, it reminds me too much of BioShock. Like it.
You don't like anything. God damn it.
Is that a bad thing though, Tim?
Well, it works really well for BioShock, but I don't know if it works well for Prey. I'm not sure about it.
Did you
Tim's
play
a
the original
downer.
Prey?
Move
I'll
on.
definitely check it out. But
Did you play the original Prey, Tim?
I have not played the original Prey, but I think I've seen it played before.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah, it was. I haven't played the original Prey either, but I've watched gameplay, and it is a completely different direction that they're going in now.
Yep.
It's a day one purchase for me. It does have that BioShocky, Dishonored 2 or Dishonored franchise period kind of feel, but that doesn't really matter to me. I like that feel, and the game just looks. I mean, from what we saw, it looks crisp. I don't know what that was running on. It was probably running on the PC. But the dynamic of being able to walk into a room and see just different things laying on the ground, maybe some shoes or maybe a coffee cup, and not knowing that those are enemies. Those are enemies that all of a sudden just come out and attack you. And so your whole gameplay dynamic has to change. You have to change. You now have to walk into a room, and the room may be empty, but you have to be ready for confrontation from a cup.
It creates a
Or
kind
like
of
I said,
paranoia,
or from a
which is
shoe.
cool.
Yeah, I think
so
it,
that kind of changes the gameplay, and it that's something that's exciting to me. That's something that's different.
yeah, it seems
Yeah, I
really
think I
scary.
must have skimmed past that sort of stuff a bit, but that's definitely interesting.
Yeah, and like the more like powers or whatever they are calling them in this game you get, the more the aliens are like attracted to you, like they pick up on you more. So that's kind of an interesting mechanic as well.
Are the powers optional, or do you have to take them?
You don't have to take them. That's what the eye thing I was talking to you. It's like in BioShock. Like if BioShock, you do like a syringe or whatever. It's just, but you don't have to use them. I don't think.
So it creates like a balance. Do you want to be stealthy or do you want to be powerful?
Yeah.
And you've got to make that choice.
Power.
Yeah, and that kind of makes it interesting. What do you think, GKB?
Yeah, man. I gotta say I wasn't entertained, and not for the reasons you might think. It's because I've been like radio silence on this game because I want to get into this game and just enjoy the shit out of it. It's gonna be a day one for me just from the trailer alone, from like E3 and all that kind of stuff. I was definitely on board. It's my type of game. For me, this is gonna be one of those games that's all about the journey and playing the game. So I don't want to like spoil any of that for me. But I agree with UMB. Like that whole, like, you don't know what anything could be an enemy. That adds so much tension to the game. So when you go into any room or hallway or anything that you're trying to do, you never know what's gonna, you might turn your back and then all of a sudden there's a guy there trying to kill you or whatever. And that's fantastic because that reminds me a lot of like Alien Isolation and stuff, where you're just in this claustrophobic, like anytime something can jump at you and like get you and stuff like that. And that's really awesome. I love survival horror type kind of games, and this one's definitely like the sci-fi stuff that I love. So
I definitely got that vibe too. The Alien Isolation.
Yeah, you're saying that before the show.
Yeah, I was saying that before the show. I actually
you were saying
really
that before
liked
the
that
show?
game, but whatever, Luca. God, so savage, dude. God. No, I really like Isolation, but I think there was something missing, and I think that Prey's gonna bring what Alien Isolation was missing, and that's being able to really have a really good gameplay, a really good aspect on horror. So I'm excited.
Do you guys think that we should go ahead and drop a code or give away with a question or whatever?
Yeah,
Sure,
let's
game.
do it.
All right, Tim, I rely on you for these questions. I'll let you do it.
Which code are we giving away first?
Let's do Uncharted collection first.
All right.
And you guys can
First
DM
person-
me, by the way.
Oh, okay, we'll do it in DM Dark Optimus on Twitter. The question is super simple question: who is the voice of Nathan Drake in the Uncharted games?
Ooh,
All right, and that is for the Uncharted collection. So
wasn't it like
PS4.
Samuel L. Jackson or something?
No, man.
Yeah, I think it
Morgan
is. I mean, he does everything, right? He pretty much does everything. So.
All right, let's go ahead and move right along. We know well, there's been news that Rocket League is going to be free this weekend. Anybody going to be playing that?
Absolutely.
I actually already own the game, but I haven't played in a while. But it's a fun little game. I can't remember the name of the game mode, but they added game mode a little while back where you have like abilities and stuff, and that was pretty fun. So I might hop back on there and play with some friends if they're interested in playing the free weekend.
Well,
That's supposed to be the console. That's supposed to be the game night game, isn't it? Or
Community game time. That's right.
Oh,
bro.
it is?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, community game time, and that means I'm gonna have to download that shit now. God damn it! I fucking hate you guys, man. You guys always.
Why are you're so salt, bro, about like downloading a game and playing a game, bro? Like, what
that's my new logo, man. And it's the
Artemis is a
salt.
diva. He is a diva.
No, but we already have a winner, and it is She-Wolf won the code for Uncharted collection. It's it was Nolan North. So.
Oh wow, really? And congratulations, Sheila.
She-Wolf winning all the games.
Please don't tell me you guys already have that, GKB.
we do not have that actually. I have Uncharted 4 though.
All right, so we'll definitely get that to you guys at the end of the show.
That's up to
Yeah.
whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, so for anybody that's listening, Rocket League will be free this weekend, and that is the game of the night for the game night with that console corner. We have the governor with us right now that they host. It'll be Rocket League, so that should be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast, man! Like we played it a couple times on community game time, and it's just one of those games where you get a group of friends together, man. You have a couple of teams, you just talk trash and just wreck each other and just have a blast, like for hours and hours and hours, right? That's what it's all about, man. That's what gaming's all about for me, man. Just enjoying the shit out with some friends.
Man, I'm gonna have to download that game tonight so I can whoop your ass tomorrow.
I think it's actually the first game I played with Tim and Fox, Rocket League. I was playing that.
Incorrect.
No,
Oh.
It wasn't.
That was Overwatch.
Well, it's the game I was
I've
playing
only
when I
played
hopped in your party.
I've only ever played Rocket League like
Uh.
with somebody I know once. But
Well,
that
I was playing it when I hopped
way
in your
more
party.
fun.
So
It was-
close enough.
Yeah, it's that game is a blast with friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No pun
Yeah.
intended. No, everybody should check it out and join in on game time on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah,
We'll
Yeah,
all
it's like-
be there for probably more than likely.
If anybody hasn't like seen, soccer cars or Rocket League, whatever, you want to call it, you should definitely check out some gameplay, man. There are some sick people that play that game. Like they can fly across the map, like with their cars and stuff.
Yeah, I've
and just
seen
do
that.
some
Some people are
wild
pretty
stuff,
insane.
man. Yeah, they're killer, man.
I'm surprised they don't have some type of esports league for it by now.
I'm surprised either. Like, that's a good question there.
Yeah, that would actually push the game, I think, even further if they had an esports team or teams and stuff. It's actually kind of cool.
It's crazy how wildly
I haven't
successful that
played the
game was.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played the game, but I'm actually looking forward to actually jumping in and playing it. Maybe I'll pick it up if it's really good and I have fun with everybody and things like that. So I might actually pick it up because I mean it's only like what $20 or something like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think
cheap.
yeah, that's cheap.
I can just
It came
hear,
out
like,
at 20. So.
I can hear Artemis like a community game time. He's just gonna be fucking pissed off,
Dude, I'm
salty
gonna
the whole damn time.
I'll be like, GKB's camping in the corner, guys.
I'm like, how do you camp in this game? It's wide
just
open,
camping in
bro.
the goals.
Yeah, you're camping the boosts, CKB.
Probably have to have several of those games going at once, right? GKB. How many? What's the max amount of players for a team? Is it 4?
I want to say
Yeah,
it's like
it's
4
4v4.
or 5-5, something like that.
Yeah,
4v4 is max.
It's
So we'll
like
probably have
chaos.
a couple of games going.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of games that are going, or we'll have like teams like set up so whoever wins, we can play like a bracket kind of thing. That'd be kind of fun too.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that sounds like
Yeah.
fun for sure.
Cool.
On the agenda, Ghost Recon will have another beta starting on the 23rd. I think it runs through the 27th.
Yeah.
In this beta, they're supposed to open up a different part of the map, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's going to
Um,
be 2 new provinces, and the province that was already there, I believe, will be there as well because they said everything from the previous beta will be there. And guys should, if you're interested in the game, you should definitely play it because if you do play the beta, then you're gonna get like 3 Unidad missions, who are like the police force, added to the game if you buy it. So that's definitely cool.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
definitely interested in this game. It looks like a fun game to play with friends. Like not so much by yourself, but like it has potential to for like some crazy shit to happen when you're playing with friends. And
That's
like,
kind of what I was saying, like a lot too. Like we played in the beta, and me and She were having a blast. We were just like dying and just doing stupid shit all the time. And it's gonna be like one of those games, like like GTA, like where people are gonna stream it and just do wild, crazy, just nonsense, and just gonna laugh your ass off the whole time. And
so that's why it's called Wildlands.
exactly, just be wilding out.
That would fit.
But I thought like the gameplay and everything was fantastic. I'm really happy that they're opening up to a different part because I thought the part that we got to play in the first beta was kind of a little boring at times, and it was just really like wide open areas where you had to like drive and go things too far or took too much time to go do. So hopefully it's a little more congested area where you could just do a lot of things all at once. So we'll see.
well, I hope they fix the screen tearing and the glitches.
Well, I give them a pass on like betas and stuff for that kind of thing, like because it's not final code yet. So
Well, we gotta
Barely built.
we gotta let them. We gotta.
oh, absolutely,
Let
gotta
them
get
know
feedback
that
for sure.
for sure, and
But my point, like for that, like I totally get where you're coming from, and like I just have a problem with it, like this stuff like these days because the media kind of runs with this shit too, and it's like it's a beta, and they almost like grade it as it's like the final version of the game, which is really not fair, to the beta. You gotta like take that stuff with a grain of salt, and and I kind of just get a little annoyed with it, not like from you guys or anything like that, but just from the media in general. Like they just trash games just to trash them for sometimes. It's like the cool thing to do is be negative about a game or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty
But
much.
it is difficult to like judge it nowadays because sometimes the betas are just glorified demos. They're like the final game and they just release it as a beta.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
it was a closed beta, so I mean, it could have been just an early build of the game.
Yeah, generally, a closed beta will be like an
Yeah.
earlier build.
And then I'm sure when the open beta comes, I'm sure we'll probably see a different area and different things in the game. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for it. I think I might actually pick it up now because I'm actually not getting a Switch. I'm actually giving
Dude.
my pre-order Switch.
All you guys are just like
no.
hurting my soul.
No,
right
listen.
now.
I'm giving my pre-order Switch to my nephew. He's 4 years old. He really wants this system, so
That's
I'm gonna give him my pre-order, and I'll pick up a Switch later.
Yeah, he has a good soul, GKB. Stop hating.
Yeah.
I'm not used to him not being salty, bro. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. I know. But
Now, I know you guys were saying about this closed beta, not being really reflective of the final product. So, would you think that this open beta should be judged more harshly?
That's a good question. Like open betas are, I don't know. It's kind of like at that point, it's very close to like final code because at that point they're trying to test the servers and all that kind of stuff. But let's be honest, it's an Ubisoft game and it's gonna shit on fucking launch day. So,
that is true.
Very true.
But yeah, I think at that point you can kind of like step up the criticism because it's going to be pretty close to release at that point and being like, well, you still got the same issues from the first. And that's definitely where if the first closed beta and they still have the same issues on the open beta, then that's definitely a point where, yeah, you guys are fucking up right now. You need to fix this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I definitely enjoyed the game. I played with Optimus and Tim, so I'll definitely be. Well, Tim and I already have the game, but
we
we
did have some
definitely going to be playing that. But would have picked it up day one anyway. So
shout out to Predator for getting me a code for that after I won it on Console Corner.
Man,
Nice.
I am so salty about that shit too. Like you have no idea, like how mad I was when I found out you guys got that. I was like, God damn it! I never get it.
Yeah, in the chat.
I give and I give and I give and I never.
There's a shocking revelation. Optimus is salty. Holy shit.
that's why there's so much salt.
Dark Saltimus.
Got him.
Luca, did you get a chance to play the alpha at all, or are you interested in this game at all?
No.
Fair enough.
Luca's savage tonight, man.
Why not?
It's just not my type of game. That's all.
All right.
Dang.
All right.
I don't think Lucas liked any of the games we talked about tonight.
I know. She's just like, fuck that game. Fuck
It's like if
this
it's not
game.
Souls or Bloodborne, get the fuck out of here.
Shoot.
Well, we're gonna switch.
I'm
Go ahead,
not
Luca.
a huge shooter fan. That's all.
Uh,
Like I'm not good at it. That's what it is. Like I suck. So
We gotta get good, Luca.
yeah.
gotta
I
get good.
know.
Yeah. Hashtag get good.
hashtag get good.
Hashtag, you know what? You all can fuck off because every time you guys say that
Oh
shit,
my god.
I just I got it.
Oh my god, that
Please do not
aggravates
get
him.
on.
That really gets him salty, man.
Oh,
The good thing,
man.
though, like for Luca though, like this is a game where you can play like up to 4 people, like co-op. So you can hang out with some people, give you some cover, and try and learn the game mechanics and stuff. Get good.
Yeah, you know what? That does sound pretty awesome. I remember I was playing some Call of Duty with one of my friends, and we were like playing in an open match or whatever. And I was like, man, I suck so badly. I'm letting the team down. It just makes me feel bad because I suck, But if it's like a closed environment, then maybe I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. Well, COD players are assholes. I mean, just take a look at GKB. So
Dang.
Ooh,
Dang,
I'm just kidding.
Dang,
I'm just
bro.
kidding. I love you, GKB. I love you.
it feels tonight
Um,
for me.
Yeah, well, we're playing some of that Modern Warfare a little while back, and you were just camping, man. Kept killing me. I was like, God damn it, GKB.
Gotta
So,
get good, bro. Hashtag get good.
Hashtag get good. All right, we're switching gears a little bit. There's an RPG. It kind of struck me kind of like a Nino Kuni for
The
PlayStation.
Shyness?
It's called
Or Shyness?
Shyness, right?
Yeah.
Shyness. You guys get to see the gameplay of that.
Absolutely.
What'd you think about
Yeah, I
it,
saw the
GKB?
trailer.
I thought it was pretty cool, actually. it really perked up She-Wolf's attention because she loves those kind of like art style, especially when she saw that one dude like riding that I don't know, like dinosaur or something like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh man, that looks really awesome. I love the art style. I'm not a big like RPG guy. I think the last one I played was like Final Fantasy VII. I gotta get on Final Fantasy 15 here in a bit, but I'm gonna probably pick it up because I really like the way it looks and the gameplay, and it looks like it has a ton of depth in it too. Like when they were showing like the menus and the characters and what you can upgrade and all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely something I am looking forward to.
Yeah, me too. It's real time action too. It looks like the art style the art style is very nice.
Yeah,
RPG cross with a fighting game.
But this was a Kickstarter, right? Because I looked up and it was on Kickstarter, but they were showing like the different goals, and it was not the goal to move it to Xbox and PlayStation 4. It didn't look like it was met yet. So I don't know,
man. Like, it's like Xbox. That's when I saw it was like the Xbox like threw up the trailer for it, and I was like, oh, what is this? And then I started like watching. I was like, oh wow, this is really cool.
Yeah,
Xbox may have stepped in and
helped
got some funding too.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than likely.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the game
like that, man.
looked very interesting, though. I'll definitely give it a look when it comes out and everything. And it seemed kind of like you could either control or like be like the other characters too, because you're like your main character Shadow, and then the other characters. But it went into like their camera view at times. So definitely excited to see kind of how the combat and everything works out. Because you can't tell that much off like the 2 to 3 minutes that they showed, but
very true.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it looks good. I mean, I'll probably pick it up when it comes out. You can't say that we're not gonna get any JRPGs, goddammit, anymore, because game is gonna be a JRPG. So screw off on that.
Is it a JRPG?
I mean, yeah. I think it's made by some Japanese company. I forgot their name, but they've done a couple of games here and there. I don't think they've done a game to this scale, but it's definitely, it looks really cool. I mean, I like the characters. They're really different. You're playing as like animals or humans as well. So I mean, I think that's kind of cool, kind of different, something new, something fresh.
Yeah, there's all kinds
I watched the trailer, and at first I was like, I'm not really interested in this. It's not my type of game. But the more I think about it, the more I'm interested in it, because it's a very hybrid type of game. It's like an RPG with like the combat is like a fighter. And from what I saw in the trailer, it seemed like a lot of the world was similar to like those like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 type games like Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, like those sort of like open world ish type of platforming adventure games.
That's how
it seems interesting.
What about you, Luca? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think it looks really interesting. I'm into RPGs, so I might give that a look, depending on what my friends say about it. So, let me know how you guys like it.
Oh my god, we're your friends?
We will do.
Damn. Holy shit, man.
All right, well, The Shyness, everybody. Look out for that. Go look up the video if you haven't seen it. It looks like it's going to be something good, especially for the Xbox platform, something different. I think we need to.
We definitely don't have something like that at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Give it a good look, and like what you see, look out for. I don't know if it had. I don't even think it had a date on it yet. Does it? It's just.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay. Well, yeah. Keep a lookout for it, because it looks like something that could be loads of fun.
I mean, did anybody get the vibe like when you see the trailer for the Xbox version, like they almost make it seem like it was going to be an Xbox exclusive?
I did. I thought it was an exclusive until I looked deeper into it. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not an Xbox exclusive. Okay. All right, cool.
No, but I mean, Microsoft probably like hey, we'll help you out, get you marketing rights and all this other kind of stuff, and help move the game along. It could still be multiplat, but Microsoft could get something out of it. You never know.
Marketing rights or something like that. Yeah, that'd be good.
Just to clarify something from earlier, the developers making it are not Japanese; they are French.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay, well then we're getting a French RPG.
And
So we're getting an FRPG.
FRPG, yes.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. If you haven't know, if you don't know and you haven't seen yet, there's been some Switches out in the wild.
Oh my god.
People have gotten their hands. Well, at least I've seen one video, so I know of one.
Someone from NeoGaf,
Yeah. And they showed the setup and everything on that. Did you guys get a chance to look at that?
Hey, I want to
Yeah,
hear
quick look.
GKB's opinion. What do you think, bro?
Of the Switch in general, or just what I saw?
What you saw?
What you saw?
I thought it was cool. I'm getting Switch day one. I thought it was a fantastic system. I'm into that like hybrid console kind of thing. It's something I could, take to work with me when I have a few minutes. Hop on, play some Zelda and stuff like that, and it's cool. I thought the interface and the UI, I thought it was really clean and modern. Very simple, which I'm really into that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't like.
It's very Nintendo.
Yeah, it's very Nintendo, exactly. I don't like a lot of clutter and all that kind of stuff, and kind of gets annoying. So I liked it. I thought it was actually really cool.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna play the games while you're doing drive to work discussion?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and play the game, talk about the vlog, and drive all at the same time. We're gonna do it. I'll figure something out.
Nice. From what I've seen of the Switch, it looks good. I mean, it's a little bit more powerful than the 7th gen consoles. It's not as powerful as the Xbox One or PS4, so that might actually hold it back quite a bit. But from what I've seen, it looks really cool. I actually, am a little upset that I am giving it away to my nephew, but he really wanted it, so I'm gonna give that to him.
I'm sure he'll let you play Zelda on it.
Yeah, I mean, when he comes, hopefully he'll, because he lives in a different state, so when he comes, for sure, he'll probably let me play Zelda.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was cool, just see it, get it set up, and there was a little article on, if you look close at like the terms of service, it said that the Switch is not gonna, like, games aren't gonna be console locked; they're gonna be account locked, which is good. So you can go, from, just as long as your account go from like Switch to Switch, if you were to do that. And
finally, Nintendo,
games.
you're getting caught up with the times. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just hope
That's a
the
step in
online
the right
server-
direction.
I'll put scratch for that.
Yeah. So
It's a step, but it's a small step, because how many
it's a half step.
how many people know that they're not going to have like the AAA third party support like Xbox and PlayStation 4 is going to have? Because let's face it, it's not that much more powerful than the the Wii U. So it's not probably going to get that much support from third parties.
That's a valid argument. Like, I keep hearing about like, third party and this, that, and the other, but I come from the standpoint of I already have an Xbox and a PS4.
I'm
Like,
the same way.
I don't need another console to do the same thing that those two are already doing, because it'll just be like, not my preferred one, but it'll just sit around. I won't use it that much. I want it to be, where I could play my Marios, my Zeldas, Smash Bros, and all that kind of stuff, because that's what I enjoy, man. I grew up with those kind of games, and that's what I'm on board with playing. So, and then we heard like, they might be dropping a Metroid game here at E3. An Assassin's Creed game might be on there. We don't know if it's going to be the main game or some offshoot kind of thing. But I don't know. It's too hard to like. Yeah, I wish it would be Splinter Cell, but I'll be playing that on Xbox or something else, man. I won't be playing on the Switch. It's just for my Mario fix and stuff like that. But I think it's a little too early to be like, they ain't gonna have this or they ain't gonna have that. Are they gonna have the same exact game as the PS4 and Xbox One? No, probably not, because it is a little low powered than the other two. But I think they're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We'll
it's
see.
a different market. The
Exactly.
Switch.
It is.
But that's the thing. Like, third party sells consoles. So I mean,
Well, they
The
don't
only
sell
way-
for Nintendo because
Yeah, it
they
doesn't
haven't
sell
had third party
Nintendo.
for a while.
yeah. I mean, they did, but I mean, they kind of screwed it up themselves because I mean that the Wii U was not like it was just not a good console. Like it was designed really well, like handled really well, but it was just not something that was marketed in a way that let consumers know that it wasn't just an add-on, basically.
True.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought the UI was, very Nintendo-y. It had a little noise going, and I think the noise is going up like every time he went to
Yeah.
another thing. So I felt, I mean, it made me think a lot about Nintendo. When you buy this thing, you're not really buying it for third-party support, especially, gamers like us. We have our main console for third-party support, so we're really buying it for Nintendo games, for their special IPs. That's where we're buying it. I won't be getting one out the gate, but I'll definitely be picking one up later on, and I'll probably try to let that be kind of like the first console I get my little girls into. So I'm looking forward to it. When I do get it, especially to get into some Zelda.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, it looked very Nintendo-ish, and I mean, I don't see how you could think you're gonna get anything different. So
Yeah.
but something else that may stroke kind of the nostalgia mindset, the Crash remaster for PS4. I think it's the PS4 exclusives. I'm not sure. But I think it's coming out June 30th. Any of you guys interested in that?
No.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I might pick it up eventually. I don't have to pick it up day one. It's an old game. You don't have to get those immediately.
Yeah, that's a
But
game
yeah, it
like
looks interesting.
I'll get it if I can get it for free. Like have to put that on the birthday list or something. Actually, it comes out right after my birthday. That's kind of unfortunate. So
No, that's a game I'd pay like $30 for it. That's Australian, so completely different for the US.
yeah,
But like, it'd be.
it's like
I
$10.
enjoyed the Crash games originally, but I wasn't a huge fan of them. I wasn't very good at them. That's probably why. But yeah, it's definitely something I'll probably pick up eventually.
Yeah, I think Crash is a series. I think it's pretty cool. I played a lot of them when I was a kid and stuff like that. I wasn't very good at them either, but it has that platforming. You can spin, break the crates, and all that kind of stuff, and jump around. The new ones, I don't know. Like, I think the graphics look really cool, but I thought, Crash himself just looked a little odd to me for some reason. I don't know what it is with his model.
Right. So I wasn't the only one that thought
more
that.
vibrant.
Yeah, no, it's just like I don't know. His facial expressions just didn't have the same as I remember him and like playing the older ones. He just looked like out of place for some reason. But the whole environments looked fantastic, and I thought it was really cool. But I don't know, he just threw me off for some reason.
Yeah, because of like the graphical limitations of the older, like of the PlayStation 1, the facial expressions on that had to be very exaggerated for you to even be able to see what they were supposed to be.
That's
Without that, they don't need to do that, so they probably aren't doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Artemis?
I'm not really interested in Crash. It's it's kind of a niche title for people who like platformers, and it looks good. I mean, from what the trailers look like, it looks really good. But I'm just not interested in the game. I probably won't be picking it up. It's just not something that I enjoy playing. So.
All right, Luca.
What you think, Luca?
Oh, sorry, I just lost my voice.
Come on, Luca. I know you're a Crash fan. It's
Oh, yeah,
definitely a game.
Yeah, it looks good. I don't know if I'll pick it up. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, it's a trilogy, right? So you're getting 3 games with
Yeah.
this?
Yep.
Yeah, so
Indeed.
when it goes on sale, I'll probably pick it up. I really went into Crash back in the day, but we'll see what it's talking about this time around, especially with the deep discount.
Yeah, the
I'll
only
get
thing
that.
Crash I really ever played was they had some kind of like Mario Kart esque game.
Crash Team
Mhm.
Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw that in there and it'll sell like fucking hotcakes.
I love
I
that
love
game though. I used to play that shit all the time as a kid. So, but that's really the only thing Crash I ever played.
Yeah, we haven't got enough kart
Yeah.
races now. We've only
Yeah,
really got Mario Kart.
yeah. Give me a kart racer on the
Yeah.
Xbox. I'll pick that shit up. But
Well, let's move on to something that I know everybody here probably will pick up, and that's the Mass Effect gameplay. I think that dropped
Eh, eh,
So Luca, we'll let you start this one out. What's the gameplay?
that shit looks so good, dude. Oh my god, I was like, this is amazing. I cannot wait for that game to come out.
wait,
It looks-
Luca likes a game. This is surprising.
I think this is the most she's talked all night.
First of all, fuck you too. Second of all,
Get 'em.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I love Mass Effect. I have a ton of Mass Effect merchandise. I have a hoodie. I have a Miranda Lawson wallet. I love that series, so I can't wait. And it looks good. I know a lot of people like. There's this guy I follow on YouTube. He's all like, I just don't think, I just don't think it's gonna be good. It just looks like they're focusing too much on the combat. I'm like, literally, do you want them to spoil the entire story in the trailers? Can you relax?
Exactly.
Plus, I'm totally into that combat, so
I'm
Yeah.
totally in here. Yeah.
you know, like, goddamn, dude, I am excited as shit for this game. Just the skill trees, the weapons, the combat. I want it. I like all, the skills, like the flamethrower and things of that nature, manipulating gravity. I don't know. This game's just right up my alley. So, and I'm kind of glad. It's not. Guns are not like class specific. Like in the past games, like there
Yeah.
would be like more of a sniper class. I personally am glad it's not like that because sometimes I want to go when sniping, sometimes I want to go in with a shotgun. So
Yeah,
Yeah, and you don't want to be picking like what you're using for the whole game right at the start. You want to be able to have
Exactly.
that flexibility.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm pretty excited for the game. I think it looks really good. Now that I know that it's coming out on GKB's birthday, I'm not gonna pick it up right away.
Oh, that's your loss, bro. I'm getting that shit.
No, I'm definitely getting that day one.
Oh my god.
Just looking from the gameplay, like I was just like, oh my god, dude, I'm hooked. Like that's gonna be the game where, like I said before, don't fucking message me, man, because I'm gonna be fucking playing that shit, man. It'll just look so good. I cannot wait, and I like the fact that it's gonna have Witcher style side quests. So that I think that's gonna be definitely something that is gonna intrigue me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think other than the fact that The Witcher 3 is an amazing game in general, it's really pushed other developers to step their game up because, a lot of people when it comes to RPG games or just DLC in general, they compare it to The Witcher. I know I was playing Fallout 4 and The Witcher 3 around the same time. And when Fallout 4's DLC came out, oh my fucking god, that shit was garbage. More than half of it was garbage. And it was like $15 for a 2-hour shitty DLC. And then The Witcher 3 DLC came out, and it's like 10 hours for $10. And I'm like, okay, everyone needs to step their game up. So I'm happy to hear that it's going to have more Witcher 3-esque quests.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Hopefully the season pass or whatever that'll come with Mass Effect or I mean I don't think they're gonna have a season pass, but I mean the DLC that they're gonna have, hopefully it goes along with the lines of The Witcher 3. I'm pretty ecstatic for it. I mean, I'm just like blown away by the gameplay of Mass Effect Andromeda. So
Yeah, it looks beautiful. GKB, are you what edition are you getting, bro?
I'm gonna get the highest, most expensive one I can find.
I am in the same boat as
You
you,
mean
man.
the one that doesn't come with the game?
Absolutely, I'm gonna buy like 3 of them. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Like I've never seen a desert world look so beautiful before, right? And I agree. I like the the non-class specific kind of stuff too, because I like to change my loadouts and try out different weapons and do different things. I thought the really interesting thing was the aliens, because it's a Mass Effect game. It's all about the aliens, and seeing that like thing charging at them, that big, like, I don't know, rhino, whatever you want to call it, monster. I thought that was crazy looking. I was just like, oh my god, I want to fight like 40 of those things. I just want to kill them all in the world. But I like the frantic gameplay that it has now, where you can like jump around and shoot, and the flames coming out of their hands and stuff like that. I thought that was awesome. I'm really excited. Like, BioWare is just doing it again, man. Like, this is probably going to be game of the year for sure.
Definitely. I definitely agree with you, bro.
Yeah, I will be playing this I normally don't play games multiple times over, but I can definitely see myself playing this game multiple times over.
Absolutely.
So,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched many of the trailers because I kind of want to just go into it not knowing a lot. I'm so excited for this game. I don't need trailers to make me excited for it.
Right.
I'm already in there.
Yeah, I've only seen like 2 of their like 5-minute trailers.
But just seeing the gameplay just gets me even more pumped for the game. Just like I didn't watch the whole gameplay. I just watched bits and pieces because I didn't want to ruin too much of it for me. So I was just like watching bits and pieces here and there, and I was just like, oh my god, dude, I fucking cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. And now I don't know what to get GKB for his birthday. So.
Well, you guys, you kind of know my story with Mass Effect. I just I went through the whole series not too long ago. So for me, seeing that gameplay, like especially coming out of the third one, since I just played it not too long ago, the gameplay looks phenomenal. Like,
absolutely, man.
They have really stepped up. And I can see a lot of gameplay clips coming, me flying in the air, you know what I'm saying, taking out a couple of those beasts or whatever. Great experience. And I'm gonna try to do everything possible in this game, especially since they're trying to cater the like Luca was saying, they're trying to cater the side quest more to the Witcher style, making them more meaningful. So I think this is just something that, of course, is going to be. I don't, unless they completely shit on the game, which I don't see that happening. This is going to be game of the year. I mean, I don't see anything coming out this year that's going to beat it.
Let's be honest, like BioWare could just go out there, just like shit all over the place, be like, "Here's Mass Effect," and everybody would buy the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're right.
Well, I will say one definite contestant.
Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption 2, if it comes out, because it's only the fiscal year. It's the fiscal year of 2018 or whatever. So it's might come out in 2018 by like latest September 2018. But if it does come out in fall this year, then that could definitely be game of the year.
Well, I think that would be delayed though.
I think
Rockstar's usually good for one.
I think Rockstar has already stated that they're on track to have it come out this year. So
they have.
I think so.
That would definitely be a contender then.
Yeah. They say that too for like other games, but they're always good for delay. So
they're always good for one.
We'll see.
It's almost a shame that Mass Effect is coming out this year because it'll just overshadow Resident Evil 7 so much.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that sucks.
But I mean, look at it though. That they're putting the work into it, man. It looks fantastic. Yeah. Like, when Witcher 3 came out, that game like screamed like next gen. Like that's what we wanted. And da da da. Now, Mass Effect's coming out, and you can see like already now this is going to be setting the precedent for next gen. Like, and it's and it's been like few and far between with this gen. All together, there's just really haven't been those games that you're just like, wow, that's fantastic. Like Witcher 3 is definitely one, and I think Mass Effect is also going to be another one. Red Dead probably too when that comes out, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But
well, especially Mass Effect with the Scorpio update. I mean, it's gonna look, it's gonna be insane, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I have like a 720p television or whatever. I don't fucking know. I got this shit a long time ago. I got it when I was 19. I'm 23. Listen, even I could tell from the gameplay that shit they are doing everything they can. They are working that engine, and it looks beautiful. I
Yeah, it
can't wait.
does.
Luke, I'm just gonna have to buy you a new TV. I'm telling you, because
Yeah.
this is ridiculous. 720p. No, you're getting 4K. Damn it.
Listen, I just got it. I got a new job. I'm getting that shit this year. You know, don't even worry about it. I'm a upgrade.
Nice.
Nice. And should we go ahead and drop that other code?
Yeah, go ahead and do
Master
that.
Chief Collection.
You've got a code for the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, just DM me and we'll get you that code.
So
Well,
I guess
first
I'll
we
do
need a question or something.
another question.
Just give me a question.
Who is Master Chief's AI companion in, I guess, the
it's so
first
easy,
4
bro.
Halo games? Yeah. Trying to keep them easy.
That's good, man. You guys been throwing out some collection codes. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, who was Master Chief's AI companion in all 5 Halo games? So
I don't
give
know
me
if you
that
can say
question,
5.
DM at.
That's kind of true. Like 5
shit.
was like, Master Chief, you're my bitch this time. Like,
Oh man!
So
All right.
go ahead and answer that question. Shoot it to Dark Anonymous DM, and you get it right, we'll get you that code.
Yep, definitely.
One other game I want to talk about that just dropped recently is For Honor. Game looks great. I know a few of you on this panel said you were going to get it and then changed your mind. So now I want to
interesting.
Oh shoot, man! Yeah. I had the president that I wasn't gonna probably pick up this game until it goes on sale, because I kind of just want to play the single player campaign. I was talking to Game Down Sites. That's one of our good buddies. He was telling me that the single player campaign is basically kind of like the multiplayer, but with more of a single player aspect to it. So I think I'll just wait, see if it goes on sale to 30 or maybe even 25 or something like that. I'm just gonna wait for it. I'm not really too keen into buying it right now because Horizon Zero Dawn's coming out. There's a lot of other things that are coming out soon, so I'm just gonna wait on that one. Maybe pick it up when summertime comes around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna pick it up, and honestly, there's just so many fucking games coming out. So I'm strapped for cash. That's one reason I didn't pick it up. And then Sniper Elite was getting this buzz, and I was like, damn, I got to choose Sniper Elite or For Honor. And I went with Sniper Elite because Optimus picked it up. I could play it with Tim, and I was just getting a lot of buzz. I was liking all the reviews. And I enjoyed the alpha for Honor, and then I got in the beta, and I didn't really give the beta that much of a chance, but I only played for 10 minutes, and I was like, I kind of already played the shit out of this game. So I'm just not going to play it. I'm going to hop on something else. I will pick it up in the future, but yeah, just for right now, I'm good with Sniper Elite, and there's so many other games coming out.
So we have a winner for the Master Chief Collection, and it is Nukem. No chills,
Nukem.
Nukem.
Nice,
Yeah.
bro.
Congrats,
Congrats.
Noof.
Nice news.
Cool.
All right.
But Baines, have you been playing any of the single player? Have you been enjoying it?
Well, no, see, I'm so into the multiplayer. I haven't touched the single player
Okay.
yet.
That's surprising. Come from you.
I know, right? It's a really good multiplayer, and I can't even say I'm not even that good yet, but it's just really fun, and plus it's different. Fighting style is different, and that's what this type of fighting game. Yeah, this interests me more than the Street Fighter Injustice we were talking about earlier. It's just they did something different, and I know as gamers, a lot of times we want that, and I think they really gave it to us this time. This medieval type, war type torn places that you go to, and the maps that they have are they're really nice. I think in the beta you only got to play
Three
maps. So I don't know the map count, but I know I've played maybe four maps that are added to the beta. So
Okay.
I'm enjoying it, man. I'll get to the single player at some point in time, but for right now, I'm really into the multiplayer. And like I
Cool.
said, it just
Yeah.
if you have a bunch of multiplayers, you got your shooters, you know what I'm saying, and then you got Overwatch, which is kind of a shooter, but different.
Hero shooter.
This just adds something different to the fold in your multiplayer category. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I agree. And I will definitely pick it up because I did enjoy the gameplay, but the multiplayer, I was into it. But I don't know, something kind of like my hype level just kind of fell a little bit. So
And I have to be honest,
I don't know.
I didn't play much of the beta because we had played it so much. So I didn't play much of the past beta that they had because I didn't want to spoil it for myself because I knew I was going to buy it. So
yeah.
Tim, what changed your mind, man?
I was never really excited for this game in the first place. Like, I don't know, something about playing the game. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, well, you had a lot of connectivity issues.
I had a lot of connectivity issues the first time, which put me off. The second time was better, but I just didn't enjoy playing it. It wasn't a fun game to me.
Well, I will say in typical Ubisoft fashion, the servers were messed up the first time.
Shocker.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, I think the closed beta, I think I had an 80% failure rate in games of like the connection.
Jeez. Yeah.
What about you, GKB?
Yeah, man, I actually enjoyed the crap out of it. I played like the first, I don't know if it was like alpha or beta, but I played the very first one. I skipped the second one, then I played this last one. And it's way polished than when I played it the first time. I'm much like you, MB. Like, I enjoyed the multiplayer aspect of it. I like the whole like tactical feel of it, where you have to watch where which way they're gonna attack and block, and then try and get your attacks in and stuff like that. I love that kind of like gameplay style. I haven't picked it up just because like everybody else has stated, so many games. Like it was between Sniper Elite and For Honor, and I'm sorry, but I'm just a bigger Sniper Elite fan than I am For Honor, but I think it's a fantastic game. I will pick it up here shortly, but with Gears, Halo Wars 2, and then Horizon Zero Dawn, and then the Switch coming out after that. Like I just don't have the time to play everything I want to play.
Man, I had a slight respect for you until you said fucking Halo Wars 2, and I was just like, God damn it.
What's wrong with Halo Wars 2, bro?
I'm just not an RTS guy, man. I can't get it.
No, that's what RTS is like. You either love them or hate them. It's kind of
it's a niche.
Yeah.
You can't count more than being not in a battle.
Yeah.
I'm a big Warcraft guy, Starcraft guy. I've been playing them for like ever. So for me, it's just like, let's do this. And I loved Halo Wars 1, so Halo Wars 2 is even better and fantastic. So
for sure.
Nice.
So how did Halo Wars 1 compare to StarCraft? Because I like StarCraft.
It's not. Like when you get in StarCraft, you can build like your bases and like kind of whatever way you want to. Where you can build like defensive and all that kind of stuff. Where Halo Wars is more like they set you up in this little block pattern, and you can only build on that area. So you're kind of limited in that aspect. But a lot of the battles really aren't done at the bases. It's really just kind of like go out and kind of more rush mode instead of really defensive at this point anyway.
Okay.
Well, actually,
It's very similar.
Of Halo Wars, my pal, Vicar of Death, he's going to be doing a charity stream raising money for autism here on February 25th. So I want to give him a shout out. He's a really cool dude. I will get more times and information and all that good stuff. I have his he's going to be streaming on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So I'll get more to that through the week. I'm going to be periodically tweeting out his little promo thing. And also shout it out again next week on our podcast. But he's, trying to raise money for autism. He's a real cool dude. And he's giving away tons of stuff. I think he said he has like an Xbox One S from Aaron Greenberg. And he has a Skyrim book signed by Todd Howard. He has Doom. He has like a Doom game signed by the whole dev team. All kinds of cool stuff he's going to be giving away over there as well. So definitely go check him out, and it's for a good cause, and he's a cool gamer. So
Yeah, definitely
check
check
that
that
out,
out, guys, for sure. Yeah.
Please, yes. Okay. Well, we're about coming to the end of the show, but we do have one last, I guess, kind of like discussion, and it's a question. Have video games become more about what's popular versus something just being something different? So, what do you guys think about that?
Yes.
Popular.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like some of those different games, like they'll get that break, like a big YouTuber will play them or something, and all of a sudden that something different is what's popular.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of like what everybody plays in gaming now, it's a lot of bandwagoning. A lot of people just play it because everybody else plays it.
Yeah, I mean, it really kind of started with like the Call of Duty and how big Call of Duty's become, and I think it's what's popular right now. So everybody's picking up Call of Duty, or they're picking up some like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. Even though I like Grand Theft Auto and I like Red Dead Redemption, the games.
there's a lot of copycats.
Yeah, there's a lot of copycats out there. So it's becoming more of like what's popular than what really should be just a different type of experience, and giving us something that is really truly new, and instead of this copycat esque type of gameplay and the way the game looks and things. So I mean, there's a lot of copying, but at the end of the day, I think popularity does work, but it just doesn't always fill that void that I think a lot of people are looking for.
Yeah. If you
Yeah,
go
I think
back,
it's kind of like the chicken and the egg type scenario. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? You have the popular, but to get to something different, you have to have the popular first. Because what happens is it gets so popular, it gets saturated, and it makes somebody else that's
Do
in the
something
basement,
different.
right? They start to have those different ideas to bring out something to just change the game. And then when they change the game, everybody jumps on the bandwagon because they see that made a lot of money. So now it becomes popular, and then it's going to feed something else that's different.
Baines, is your
Yeah.
question directed more towards the devs or like people? What games people gravitate towards?
Well, I guess it kind of encompasses that whole, whole deal, the devs and the people, because the people are going to influence the devs are going to influence the people. It encompasses them both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you like example, hero shooters. Hero shooters weren't like there were hero shooters, but they weren't that popular. Overwatch kind of, and there's other popular ones before Overwatch, but Overwatch is kind of like
Team Fortress 2 is the big one.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just using Overwatch as an example. That's why I said there's other ones, Tim, before it. But Overwatch, was a big one, and like that got a lot of hype behind it and stuff. But and since Overwatch and things of that nature, you see a lot more hero shooters coming out. Like that Lawbreakers game or Quake Legends, I think they call it, Quake something. That's going to be coming out at some point. That's a hero shooter. So, yeah, they definitely something's big, and then 5 other developers make a similar style game, and then that becomes oversaturated. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, GKB?
This is a tough one, I guess. Like, I don't know. I came from a time where, being a video game person and stuff was looked on in a negative light, where it's moved into now, a positive thing. Like, oh, you're a gamer. That's really cool. And games, I don't know. It's kind of like with this today and days, with social media and all that kind of stuff, it's very easy to be like the trendy thing, and you know, I always come from the aspect of I don't really care what people think about a game because I want to try the game myself and give my own opinions, whether it's good or bad. Like I will take people's opinions into account for a game being good, but that's not my overall factor of why it is good. And a lot of times, like they do kind of jump on board with, oh, it's got this cool mechanic, but the rest of the game is shit. I don't know. Like I don't know where to like go from that. Like I had really. I don't know. It's a tough one for me, man.
Yeah, back like 10, 15 years ago, gaming wasn't as popular, so you only had that, like, your close group of friends that played games that you could talk to that about, and, like, it wasn't as big on the internet and that. So the games that you played with, like, what your friends enjoyed or what you liked. Like, you went to the store and you picked up a game case, and you thought, that looks cool, I'll play that.
Yeah.
And instead of like now it's more about what everybody else thinks. Like you go online and you find everybody else's thoughts on the game and you make your decision based on that rather than your own decision.
Do you guys actually think it's us, the hardcore, that actually feeds what's popular to the casual, and then it takes flight from there, and then will again to feed
I don't think
the
so.
casual again? You don't
I
think
think
so?
I think in this day and age, like it's really just like what the media wants to push as the cool thing to do. I don't think it's really driven by hardcore at all. I think it's driven more by casual and the casual market, honestly. Like if they find this like niche game that appeals to a broad spectrum of gamers, then the media will push that depending on like what kind of revenue they're getting based off ads and all that kind of stuff. It's really just not the gaming industry like I grew up with. It's a total like 180 now.
I guess I was just saying that because I find myself like, I feed a lot of what my friends will end up picking up later on down the line. 'Cause I got a lot of friends that are hardcore Call of Duty, but they weren't hardcore Call of Duty until I kept pushing it on them, and now they're still stuck on Call of Duty, and I'm somewhere else.
Yeah, you're moving on because I mean,
Right.
that's when Call of Duty really probably became popular, and that's if people gravitate to what's popular. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that, like, if you really do want something different, buy these fucking games, man. Buy the exclusives for Xbox. Go out there and support these developers that are making these great games like The Witcher 3, Mass Effect. These kind of games, because it helps the industry, it helps everybody who is involved, and it just makes the developers make better games. So let's go out there and buy these things, man.
I come from the standpoint too, like support the things you believe in. Don't just support them because they're new and stuff like that. Make sure it's just something you like. But I agree, like you can't go out there and be like, I want something new, and then don't buy any of the new stuff that just came out. Like, I mean, I get it, you have to like this stuff, but you still have to support some of the new things to get more new things, right?
Exactly.
Right. Any thoughts, Luca?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm all for the standpoint of supporting these devs and stuff. I get it, like you guys are asking whether or not they're following what's popular just because it's popular. I think they don't have a choice considering how much it takes to develop these games. And if it's a flop, that puts a lot of people's jobs in jeopardy. And then also on the standpoint of, I get that, we should support these guys, but it's their job to convince me to buy their game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm all about what are you doing for me. I don't care what I'm doing. Like if it's a good game, I'll say, yo, you should try out this game. But that's not for the developer. That's for the enjoyment of the person I'm telling to pick up the game.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm definitely more on the consumer side than the dev side, praising these devs or whatever. But yeah, I mean, and it's just part of business too. if something's trending, you're gonna do what's trending. And us as gamers, we might get kind of sick of that at times because we're like, oh my god, this is so oversaturated. But at the same time, especially in this past 2016 and the beginning of 2017 right now, there are a lot of games coming out. There are different games coming out. I mean, you have Mass Effect, then you have Ghost Recon. For Honor is a completely different animal. So there is still diversity, especially because there are so many game developers nowadays. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just kind of my 2 cents on it.
Now, Call of Duty's like a good point to that too, man. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so tired of Call of Duty. I'm so tired of Call of Duty," and then yet every year it comes out, you buy Call of Duty.
Buy it. Yeah.
It's just the
It's
craziest
like if you're
thing.
sick of it, then stop buying it. Like
Exactly.
don't support it if
Yeah.
you're sick of it. Buy something that you're like, oh, I'm excited for that, instead of like buying.
They've just done it so many times; it's almost like a habit now. It's like
Yeah.
they're like they're crack or whatever. They just,
Well, I'll tell you
Yeah,
right now, this is the last Call of Duty I'm gonna buy because
Yeah.
I haven't played that shit since I freaking practically had it. I played the single player campaigns and that was about it. So
Yeah.
At this point, I wonder how many people buy Call of Duty just because everybody else is buying it, and then it just becomes like cyclical at that point that people are buying it just because other people are buying it, and those people are buying it just because other people are buying it.
Go back to
Right.
like how you just get what your friends get. That's how I got into Call of Duty. I had it.
Yeah.
I played it at friends' houses and stuff, and then I got online and me and my friends every year, at school, we are just going to be like, oh yeah, we all get in the new Call of Duty. And then we got the new Call of Duty and hopped on and had fun together, But now it's just, it's been done so many times and I don't really play with those friends anymore. So there's really no point in me going to Call of Duty. So.
right, exactly. So
Yeah. Well,
But
hey, go ahead.
no, I said everything.
All right. Well, if there's no other thoughts, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the show up for the night. Had a good time out here. We especially thank GKB for dropping through, the governor.
always
Check
a
out the
pleasure, man.
console corner.
man, he's the governor.
It's
I'm
Tuesday.
vegan, motherfucker.
salt, bro. Just Morton salt. Down.
Plug your stuff, GKB. Plug your stuff.
What's up, everybody? I'm GKB, aka the governor. I'm about to beat the shit out of Negan here in a minute.
Oh shit.
Come hang out with us on Community Game Time tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Rocket League, having a good blast. Gonna be on Console Corner on Tuesday, Xbox Nation on Wednesday, Shop Podcast I'll be on tomorrow too. Blam's been kind of busy, so he hasn't been doing it for a little while. So hopefully we'll do that show tomorrow too. Love being on the show, guys. The Quest Podcast is doing some really good things. I hope you guys grow and get big just like everybody else. I'll do whatever I can to help you guys out.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we love
appreciate
having
that,
you,
man.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
appreciate having you tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Next up, Artemis. What you got?
Oh man, I got a lot of things going on, especially on Saturday night because I'm going to be whooping GKB's ass. And,
More like he's going to be getting his ass
Yeah,
whooped.
yeah, more than likely. Yeah, that's what happens usually. I'm definitely excited for this weekend because I'm actually. I know I haven't been making too many videos on my YouTube channel, but I'm actually gonna make a video tomorrow. Just a little update on what's going on with the channel and where I want to bring it and things like that. So look for that. You can follow me on Twitter at Darkotimus and hit me up on Xbox Live at the same name. And thanks for being on tonight, GKB. Thanks for being on tonight, bro. We appreciate it. Luca, welcome to the panel of the Quest Podcast. And
Yeah, congratulations, Luca. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, thanks, bro.
Real quick, I just want to shout out to the Console Corner crew. They've been hanging out in the chat all night too. So
yeah,
Love you
definitely.
guys.
Definitely. Shout
Yeah,
out
you
to
guys
those
definitely
are
appreciate
some
that.
of our best supporters. So definitely thank you for that.
All right, Remix. Let them know.
Yeah, Remix Essence. Hit me up on Twitter. Play games with me on Xbox, as well as check out my YouTube channel. I've been a little bit slacking with the videos as of late. But I got some interesting ideas, some cool videos coming up here soon. Should be posting a Fun with Friends with Tim, just me and Tim playing some Sniper Elite tomorrow. So yeah, should be a good time, guys. Go ahead, check me out, and I love you all.
Luca, our new member.
I just wanted to say thanks for inviting me to be a permanent member. I appreciate it, guys. I had a lot of fun tonight, and I'm sure I will have a lot more fun going forward. I just want to say, everyone in the chat, thanks for rocking out with us. Really appreciate it. I know I'm usually more active in the chat during these podcasts, but my charger for my computer broke. So I'm on my phone right now. Anyways, you can catch me at the Ash and Luca on Twitter and Xbox Live. Feel free to hop in a party with me. I'm always on that goddamn console. And there should be a ladies' night, console corner ladies' night on Monday. So come check us out there. And yeah, it's been a good night.
Support the lady gamers out there, guys.
Yes. Support.
Yeah, definitely check out that ladies' night show.
Yeah, that's every other week, Luca.
Yeah, it's every 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Well, last but not least, I was your host, mbanes99. You can check me out with that gamer tag on PlayStation or Xbox. Soon, hopefully, whenever I get this update, I'll be streaming on Beam. Other than that, don't worry about it. Just play your games. And we out.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night, everybody.